Lakers got Reggie Bullock, though, so the Lakers thing has been front and center while these other trades quietly are happening. What's next for them by tomorrow?
Well, Michelle, the fact that they've not been able to get New Orleans to really engage them in talks on Anthony Davis, they've made two different offers. They've upped their offer, and New Orleans has not shown any inclination to give them any direction about what it might take to get a deal done. And in lieu of that, the Lakers today are starting to look at some deals around the edges, some pieces that they might be able to bring back in smaller trades that would help fortify this team, maybe help get it into the playoffs, with the hopes that somehow they can get into some real serious discussions with New Orleans before the 3 o'clock Eastern deadline tomorrow. But this would potentially be a big, complicated trade. They are hard to put together in a short window of time, and they're running out of time to get a deal done. All right, Woj, thanks. I'm fascinated by the human element of this, because obviously all these kids are being talked about as trade pieces. Now you're in the locker room with LeBron. I want to say it's not awkward because it's a business, but they are young guys. So as a coach, what do you do to temper that, get them to still go out there and play, and try to avoid what's happening outside?
Well, there's an uneasiness, but that's the challenge of the NBA. There's going to be distractions every night. And so I think you have to try to lock in your team, keep them focused, concentrate on what's in front of you. And oftentimes you share with them, past experiences. There's going to be trades that are talked about, and more often than not, nothing ever happens. So don't lose your focus, stay together, get through it, but you got to take it day by day. But there is an uneasiness. It's there. You have to address it.
The tension seems awkward. What's the worst?
It's different today because you go into the locker room around this time of the year and, guys are on Twitter, they're calling their agents. You don't even get into your game type flow. It's the day of the game. You don't take your usual nap because you're on your phone. You're like, you don't know what's going to happen. So it's hard to really focus. And this is a tough time. And the worst it's been is when that guy gets traded and you come into the locker room and it just feels like you're going to a funeral. Everybody's quiet. Nobody's really up for the game. You're out of your routine. And this is a difficult moment for not only the guys that gets traded, but their teammates or maybe even your best friend. But it's all part of the business, and that's what these guys got to understand.
I think I can tell Kyle Kuzma, take the blindfold off. You're not getting traded to the Pelicans. If you look at what's happened in the last week in the NBA, we've seen Kristaps Porzingis get traded in a huge haul for the Knicks, multiple first-round picks, young talent, salary cap relief. Then the trade last night, Tobias Harris, 4 picks. This is a guy who can be a free agent in 3 months. They get 4 picks, 2 firsts, 2 seconds. Right now, the price of poker is very high for talent in the NBA. Tobias Harris, Kristaps Porzingis are not all-stars right now. Anthony Davis is an arguably top 5, top 7 player in the league. The Pelicans' asking price is enormous as they see what's going on around the league. And the Lakers try to overcome the fact that they don't have those types of assets with volume. So they offer everything.
Everything.
But right now, the Lakers only have volume. And the reality is they just don't have the pieces. Maybe in June, the situation will change and they will get it done. But the reality is, it's not just the Pelicans being mean to the Lakers. They don't have what it takes within the market.